Hi, I'm Reshma Sohoni, co-founder and managing partner of Seedcamp. We are Europe's seed fund. We are 17 years running, so definitely OGs. Very software driven. We really cover the entire footprint of Europe, Israel, West, Nordic, South, everything in between. And it's all about enabling European tech startups to go global. So New York is a very important destination for us. For most of our companies, they want to come to the US and target that market.
Any names in your, I know you guys have a lot of investments, probably don't want to pick any favorites, but any brands you want to call out?
I mean, I'll pick a favorite, which is UiPath, which is listed on the New York Stock Exchange. So that's certainly a great favorite one.
Any geographies that you would say are under the radar or deserve more attention than maybe they're getting in terms of innovator ecosystems?
I wouldn't say anymore. I think nearly 2 decades into our journey, we've really done our job well. But I mean, right now, the city to be in, and not just for the Olympics, is Paris. The amount of incredible talent coming out.
I'm trying to remember 2007, we were still talking about the internet as a place in 2007.
Yes.
Can you reminisce about the state of what was considered innovative back then, in the first few years of the fund?
Actually, I talk a lot about arbitrage. When we started in 2007, innovation lagged the US. So it was really figuring out where there was arbitrage in building software companies, probably serving a lot of the European footprint, if you could, serving the US market as well. But definitely there was kind of idea watching and building and then implementing.
I just saw a Waymo in the wild in San Francisco.
Yes.
I was just there last week.
Did you ride one?
No, because there's a wait list, but it was bizarre. I'd seen the kind of test cars before, but these ones were full on, no one in the front picking up passengers. And it struck me as a weird moment that we're living in this world where you can grow body parts in the lab, and you know the sci-fi promise of a driverless car. Looking at things from an innovation landscape, do you think this is an exceptional moment versus anything since 2007?
I'm definitely it's an exceptional moment camp, and that the pace, to me, the pace is one of those most exceptional parts of this exceptional moment. And I think we've probably been one of those factors in these last 20 years, 40 years, whatever, in innovation. We've had control around it, probably through our capital. Okay, here's 100 million, 200 million, 5 million, go and hire great people. And it's all thrown up and in the air. We feel a bit out of control. And that's why it feels so exceptional. And so I think the fear from the last 2 years where, capital's been pretty silent, hanging out on the sidelines, a lot of companies have evaporated. I just want to say with Waymo, you called it weird, but what's interesting is my niece and nephew ride Waymo. So they're 15 by themselves. How interesting for you, me. That concept's probably weirder for that generation, and even parents putting themselves into the shoes of their kids. It's like, nope, this is normal.
What do you remember about life before the internet?
If you're in the business of bringing innovation to market, either as a founder or me founder of my own firm as such, I think frustration is life before internet. It's like there's so much inefficiency, there's so much formality. We live in a hyper-efficient time now.
Any problems you think that we should have solved by now if incentives were aligned differently?
I do think when I look around, in so many ways, the world is better. Even with such a threat of COVID, we found vaccines faster, right? So when we care as a global ecosystem about certain problems, we're clearly able to fix them, and we have people working continuously in order to do that. But when you look around, it is disappointing, maybe downright depressing, when you see the obesity pandemic, general sort of health issues. I mean, climate is a massive issue for us. So all these problems, I think we lack a consistent and collaborative focus on solving these.
Any innovation you hope to see before you die?
I'm pretty happy with the pace at the edge. I really do believe in democratization of access to that innovation. Because, I mean, again, if you are wealthy enough, connected enough, there are crazy immunotherapies to keep your life going, no matter what stage of cancer you might have. That's not available to everyone, right? I think at the elite levels, you can solve a lot of problems, live a lot longer.
Are there any recent experiences you've had with tech that were wow for you?
I'm a terrible driver, so I think autonomous vehicles, autonomous driving is really exciting for me. And so looking at Wave's technology, because they're driving in London, which is, 10x harder city to drive in than San Francisco is. So, I mean, I was absolutely wowed by that. And actually, one of our companies, Sunrise, is doing AI for robotics. And that's wow. When they showed the demo of what they're doing, it's like, holy crap, this is really cool.